Hey Logirians, welcome to Logiri. I hope you have subscribed to Logiri's YouTube channel and hit that bell notification on so that you do not miss any of our videos. I hope you're following us on Instagram because we do pretty amazing stuff out there. How to create face value as an advocate, how to be known amongst judges as a lawyer, how to become a distinguished advocate. Now, as a young lawyer, you might want to, be known as an advocate. You want to be known that, okay, fine, this guy or this girl, this advocate is very hardworking. How can you, bring yourself out there as an advocate that people recognize you, the judges recognize you, the advocates recognize you, the clients recognize you? There's something called face value. जब आप as a lawyer you'll hear this word a lot, that person, that lawyer, that advocate has a lot of face value. In this video we're going to discuss what is face value, how can you create your own face value, number two, number three, and we are also going to discuss that how face value is beneficial. Okay, chalo, let's get into the video. Number one, what is face value? Now, if we go into the maths ka definition, that is going to be different. If we talk in the language of an advocate, what is face value is basically you're known. The judges trust you, the clients trust you. You get cases just because that name of yours is there that you have created, right? When advocates, clients, and judges know that the advocate is always going to make sense, you're going to create, you're going to dig into the case and take something out that that the judges are going to say, okay, fine, there is something in the case. If you are arguing a case, they know there's something in the matter. Now, this doesn't happen like in a day or two, it happens over time. And as a young advocate, no one tells you that, okay, fine, do these things and you will create your face value before the judges. The clients would know you. There are clients, there are repetitive clients in the court, and when they see you arguing, they're like, okay, fine, this advocate has something in him or her. And then you are known not only amongst the judges but also amongst other advocates, other clients. So that is what is face value, and you create it. I mean, no one tells you that, the face value is something that you have to create from day one. You enter court and you start working on your face value. But no one would tell you that how you create one. In today's video, we're going to discuss that only. तो अपना brand create करना, अपने personal brand create करना, उसको कहीं ना कहीं face value कहते हैं advocates. Okay? Why or how is face value important? Now, how and why it is important? You are an advocate, you are in litigation, you are running a law firm, you want more clients, obviously. Number one. Number two, a name in the field or court that you practice in, more money, and also appointed as amicus curiae by the judges, word of mouth reference. Now, word of mouth references, some client saw you arguing, right? एक particular case type का case आप argue कर रहे थे, you argued it so well that client asks your name, takes your card, and either gives you your own case or refers someone else कि ये advocate साहब बहुत, ये लड़की बहुत अच्छी advocate है, आप इनसे argue करवाइए case. Now that comes how, that obviously we're going to discuss that in the video, but obviously we need more clients. But word of mouth, the clientage which comes from reference, is the best kind of clientage. It's the best kind of clientage. That kind of clientage you have earned. It means you have earned that clientage, right? Obviously, if you have face value, if everyone knows that, okay, fine, this very person has something in him or her, that would also, your opposite counsel would also be in a fear that, oh my god, how would I do that? So in a way, you win a case. In the coming years you'll be winning case just because you are arguing it. So that kind of situation takes place only when from day one you start working for it. And how to work for it, we are going to discuss today. Always be prepared. You never know which case is going to give you name and fame. So you never know कि वो कौन सा case है जो आपका नाम ऊपर चढ़ा जाए. So you have to be always prepared. I know there are different kind of cases. Sometimes your senior gives you a case just a day before the case is going to happen. Sometimes your senior, says that, okay, fine, you draft the case, you do everything, and the senior argues the cases, right? So you're assisting your senior. Then you have cases wherein your senior gave the case just 10 minutes before and is saying that, okay, take a date or do whatever you want. Your own private case. We're going to take up these different kinds of cases one by one and discuss that how you can prepare for them so that you are known amongst the judges. You become a distinguished lawyer, advocate, okay? Your senior's case, which you were allotted a day before or from the very beginning. Now, even if you are allotted a case a day before the arguments are to take place or a day before the notice is to take place, there is a lot of time to prepare. पूरी रात पड़ी होती है. In the evenings, normally the seniors, allot the case. Okay, fine, you argue this case tomorrow. Now you can prepare it. I know you have to, give up your sleep, but please prepare your notes. You need to read the judgments which are relevant to the case. Maybe you have to stay back in the office and you have to use the law finder, or you have to take the key along with you. Okay, carry the Bear Act. Very important. Very, very important that you should carry the Bear Act, and it should be marked in the sense flag लगाओ. कौन सा section relevant है वो फ्लैग लगा होना चाहिए और मार्क्ड होना चाहिए. मार्क्ड होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. वेल मार्क्ड ब्रीफ शुड ऑल्सो बी मार्क्ड. फ्लैग्स लगा होना चाहिए. कौन सा पेज रेलिवेंट है, जो एनेक्स्चर सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है उसके ऊपर पेजिंग कर रखी होनी चाहिए. फ्लैग दिखाना चाहिए. यू शुड बी क्विक बट यू शुड नॉट बी कन्फ्यूज. क्विक होना चाहिए हो बट कन्फ्यूज नहीं. क्विक और होने चाहिए हो, कन्फ्यूज नहीं होने चाहिए. वो कैसे होगा? अगर मार्क्ड होगा, सब कुछ पता होगा क्या कहाँ पर है, राइट? दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Prepare as if it is your own case, even if it is your senior's case. Never should you think that यार क्या ही जाता है, मेरा केस थोड़ा, I'll argue my case 100%. No, you are going to argue every case 100%. Even if it is some of, once you start going to court, क्या होता है कि कोई दोस्त होता है वो कहता है यार tomorrow I'm not here, this is the case that is there, can you please appear in the case and take a date? Read the case, because you never know, the judges might have given 3 dates already in that case and might ask you to argue. So if you argue at that point of time, you are going to be a successful lawyer. You are going to make a name then, because the judges don't expect normally that the advocates would come prepared for someone else's case, right? हाँ, आपके दोस्त ने कहा कि मत आर्ग्यू करना, but इससे is it better that you say that okay, pass any order, or is it better that you argue the case and try to win it rather than telling the judges that okay, I'm not prepared, do whatever you want to do? No. So this is what you have to do. Always, whenever you're preparing in a case, don't think ki XYZ kiska hai. If you're preparing in the case for that day, it is your case and you're going to give your 100% for that case, because the judges before whom you are going to appear, you are going to appear again and again, and that is what is going to create your face value. Okay, your senior's case, wherein you have done everything and you are assisting your senior. Now this is also very normal that you have done the drafting, you've done everything, you've found the judgments, you've done everything, even the markings are done by you, and your senior is going to argue and you're going to assist your senior. In these kind of cases, what you have to do is get the petition photocopied. Petition ko photocopy karwa lijiye and then mark and do everything. Prepare it as if you have to argue. Prepare it as if you have to argue, because if you are prepared well, the way you assist your senior speaks volumes. Now, जैसे आप answer करोगे, judges put a question and you are like quickly you're telling your senior, you're doing everything, the judges know who has prepared the case. And there are going to be times when the judges even compliment that your junior had well prepared the case, because they can see who is assisting, right? So, and that is a compliment for the senior also. When a junior gets compliment, the senior is also really happy, because it is the senior who in somewhat way has groomed the junior, right? So always prepare the case like this. You should always have a photocopy of the petition with you, which is marked, and again flags upward. You should have your own notes also, so that you can very easily assist your senior. Okay, your senior's case given to you 10 minutes before actual hearing. Now these kind of cases are really dicey. 10 minutes before the actual hearing, your senior has to go for some other case and you have been handed over the brief, and you have to do anything and everything, take a date, argue it, whatever. Now in such kind of situations, now अगर आपके साथ ये हर रोज हो रहा है, मान लीजिए आपके सीनियर्स आपको पहले से अलॉट नहीं कर रहे हैं, talk to them, sit down and talk to them and tell them that it would be really nice if you allot the cases एक दिन पहले, मतलब इवनिंग में यू अलॉट मी द केसेस, और इफ यू कैन अलॉट द केसेस 1 week बिफोर, लाइक एवरी सैटरडे यू टेल ओके द नेक्स्ट वीक लिस्ट, यू नो ऑलवेज, यू नो मैक्सिमम केसेस का लिस्ट ऑलरेडी आ जाता है एडवोकेट के पास. सो ओके, दीज आर द केसेस दैट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, सो दैट यू कैन प्रिपेयर विद टाइम, लाइक सैटरडे संडे को मंडे ट्यूसडे के प्रिपेयर कर लिए, मंडे ट्यूसडे को वेडनेसडे थर्सडे का, ऐसा. Right, every day this should not happen that 10 minutes before you're being handed over the case. But in emergency situations, when this happens, what you ought to do is that if events mentioned in chronological order, now sometimes if it's a case of high court, supreme court, even in the tribunals these days, they ask for the synopsis of the case. If the synopsis is there, then just read the synopsis quickly and your job is done. If the synopsis is not there, then read the grounds, because in the grounds you normally mention that what is the law which is applicable, what are the important facts that are there. If grounds are also not separately mentioned, read the prayer and the beginning paragraphs quickly, like beginning it 4 to 5, 6 paragraphs, not the formal ones. Start from where the facts begin, and then from the last also, not the formal ones, from the middle, and just pick, quickly read the important paragraphs, and all do read the prayer. What are you asking? What do you want? What is the relief that you are asking for? Right? Read if there is a reply or a written statement or a rejoinder which has been filed, you can read them directly, because there also in the nutshell things would be mentioned, तो आपके लिए easy हो जाएगा. But do read, you should know what is there in the case, because by doing so, obviously you're going to ask for a date, but there are times the judges know that, from your face that this is a new advocate, so they tend to ask you questions, and if you answer, and yes, do not forget, be aware of the previous orders. Previous orders are very important. If you've not read, if you have just 2 minutes, no, just read the previous order. You should know what happened. And if they, normally in the offices what they do is सारे के सारे orders एक साथ टैग किए होते हैं, वो सारे फटाफट से देख लो. 3-4 पिछले previous orders आपको पता होना चाहिए, कुछ ऐसा डायरेक्शन तो नहीं था. Maybe the opposite counsel was asked to produce a document, your job is done, you just have to appear and tell that वो document देना है इन्होंने. So you need to be clever by reading the previous orders, right? Private case, your own case, which you have the authority to do everything. Prepare a week before the actual hearing. If final arguments पे है, पता ही होता है, 1 week before you should prepare the case. It should be done and dusted, right? Next thing is, if it is for notice of motion, you have to draft the case, then the filing would take place. क्या होता है normally? Now you know that in the court in which you are going to appear, case क्या अगले दिन ही लग जाता है filing के, या उसी दिन लग जाता है, how things happen, right? That you know, accordingly prepare the case, right? Prepare में notes ready होने चाहिए, judgments ready होनी चाहिए, marked properly होना चाहिए, flags, very important flags लगे होने चाहिए. Bear Act, जो भी relevant Bear Act है वो अच्छे से marked और flagged होना चाहिए, पढ़ा होना चाहिए आपका, right? Next is, sit in the court of the honorable judges before whom the case is expected to be listed. So that sit in the courts of the honorable judges before whom the case is expected to be listed. Now by doing so, you'll know what kind of questions are asked by the judges. Okay, fine, questions, but what kind of documents, so that you can prepare that way. So this, when you do this, you take a step ahead you take your preparation a step ahead, right? Read the judgments. This is very important. No one is going to tell you this. Now this is very important. Read the judgments that are against you and try to find out what is the difference in the facts of the judgment and your case. Judgment, हम क्या करते हैं, जो हमारे against होती है judgment, हम उसको छोड़ देते हैं, यार ये तो मेरे against है. No, you have to read the judgment in entirety, and then you have to find the difference, facts में क्या difference, and mark. And then if the opposite counsel says this judgment is relevant, this judgment is applicable to the present case, point out to the paragraph, tell the judges that this is the paragraph because of which the judgment is not applicable. The moment you do this, my kids, the moment you do this, everybody, you are going to make an impression that is going to last for as long as you cannot imagine. This is one thing that you should do very much. Never lie on facts. You should never lie on facts. I'm not saying that go and tell the truth. No, as an advocate, you have to safeguard your client. You have आपको अपने client को बचाना है. Saving your client is your duty. But lying for your client is not a duty. Yes, you can hide the truth for as long as you want. जब तक judges आपके साथ directly नहीं पूछ रहे हैं, okay, yes or no. There are times you will see when the judges get to know that, okay, this is the thing, and when they get to know that, okay, this is the truth, and they ask you क्लियरली डायरेक्टली पूछ लिया है कि क्या ये सच है, तो फिर फैक्ट पे कभी झूठ मत बोलना. क्लाइंट एक है, चला जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं, और आ जाएंगे, बट जजेस या फिर कोर्ट के आगे अगर आप झूठ बोलते हो, दैट is very bad, right? So yes, you should try to save your client, but when you know you will get those questions. When you get that question and you know that yes or no में मुझे आंसर देना है या मुझे बताना पड़ेगा, तो बता दो, right? Try to save the client, but there comes a point when you are caught, or the judges know. At that point, tell them the truth. जब तक बचा सकते हो तब तक बचाओ. मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि अपीयर होते ही बोल दो, नो, जब तक बचा सकते हो बचाओ, but the moment they know, tell them. When inside the courtroom, now these are the things which are very important and which you should be careful about. When inside the courtroom, be respectful, do not talk with fellow advocates, do not play games on your phone. All these things we tend to do, especially playing of games and talking to fellow advocates. Nahi karna hai. Please move out, go out of the court and talk to your fellow advocates as much as you want to. Next is, instead read your case, read a book, hear and observe the proceedings. You might think that judge साहब तो ऊपर बैठे, मैडम तो ऊपर बैठे, उनको कैसे दिखेगा what am I doing and what not. Look, they know everything, they can see everything. They have, while arguing, remember to keep these things in mind. Which are those things? Be brief, both in drafting and while arguing. Guys, I tend to see advocates जो एक ही चीज़ 10 बार बोल देते हैं. एक चीज़ को 10 बार बोलने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. एक चीज़ को एक बार अच्छे से बता दोगे तो बहुत बढ़िया होगा. ये तो ड्राफ्टिंग है आपका. While arguing, now you don't need to recite stories, long stories. Just tell everything in brief. You need to learn to submit, to make your submissions in brief. ठीक है ना? थोड़ा में ज़्यादा बताने की आदत डालो. Next is, listen and answer the question carefully. A lot many advocates do not get this. They do not hear the question and they answer what is in their favor. Like whatever is the question, they are going to give that one ground which is in their favor every time any question is asked. Look, this is not a moot court. Remember, in a moot court, we tend to tell you that, okay, fine, whenever a question is asked, just rotate the thing in your favor. No, this is not a moot court. This is a real life situation wherein if the judges have asked you a question directly about something, you need to directly, in a very briefly manner, answer the question. You cannot, yes, try to rotate it in a situation wherein you are able to put your ground, the one in your favor, before the judges. But अगर उन्होंने clear cut question पूछा है, उसका आंसर देना पड़ेगा. अगर नहीं दोगे तो judges irritate हो जाएंगे. Judges irritate हो गए तो केस वैसे ही हाथ से निकल जाएगा, right? I hope you get my point, what I'm trying to tell. Next, put across all the grounds before the bench. Now what happens is, now एक केस है, उसके अंदर there are 3 to 4 grounds that you have. 3 to 4 grounds are in your favor. Now you think, for example, let's take an example. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. You think that this third ground is too vague, is lame, should not be put across. But if it is there, put across, maybe this is the most strongest point. But if you don't put this across, you think it is weak, but might be the judges think that this is the strongest and you can win the case. So put across all the grounds, right? Put across all the grounds. So that is what I say, when you're making notes, your ground should be clear cut. एक एक word के अंदर points लिखे होने चाहिए कि आप वहां जाके भूलो नहीं. अपने सारे grounds submit कर आओ. Try to write books and research papers in the field of your expertise. Very important. Try to write books in the field of your expertise. जिसमें आपको लगता है कि आपकी expertise है उस field में books लिखने की कोशिश करिए. Beginning years आपके, you know what, beginning years are such years you will find a lot of time which is free. जब आप कोर्ट में बैठे होते हो, जब आप कभी कभी दिन होता है कि आपका 12 o'clock की सारे केसेस खत्म हो गए, तो येस आई टेल एवरीबॉडी टू सिट इन द कोर्ट्स एंड ऑब्जर्व एंड लर्न, राइट. वो भी कर सकते हो एंड साथ में यू कैन स्टार्ट राइटिंग अ बुक बिकॉज बिगिनिंग ईयर्स यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फ्री टाइम एंड इफ यू यूटिलाइज दैट फ्री टाइम properly you can write a book. And again, if you write a book, that also comes before the judges that this young advocate has written a book or is writing research papers. ये भी expertise आती है, right? So you might be appointed as an amicus curiae in a case wherein in the field in which you have written a book उसका ही case आ गया, तो might be the judges say that okay, appoint this person. There are a lot many advocates who have, you know, who have reached heights just by writing books and research papers in the beginning years. You know, eventually when you start getting cases, when you get busy, you don't find any time to write anything, to do anything, and then you remember those beginning days when you were almost always free and you did not do anything. तो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि start writing research papers or books. And also when you have to be appointed as a designated senior, if you want to be appointed as a designated senior, if you have publications in your name, that is always very very helpful. ओके, बिकॉज लगी तो प्लीज़ लाइक कीजिएगा और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर भी कीजिएगा. चैनल को प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करना और बेल नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर देना ताकि जब भी मैं एक न्यू वीडियो डालूँ आपको नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए. और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपको वीडियोस की नोटिफिकेशन मिले और जो हम एक्टिविटीज़ कर रहे हैं लॉगिरी पे उसकी नोटिफिकेशन मिले, तो हमारा टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज़रूर ज्वाइन करिएगा. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी तो प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट करके नीचे बताइए कि आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी, ताकि मैं और ऐसी वीडियोस बना सकूं जो आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हेल्प कर सके. आप मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पे भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पे मैं @IAMLogiri के नाम से हूँ. वहाँ पे आप फॉलो कीजिए क्योंकि वहाँ पे हम बिल्कुल डिफरेंट कंटेंट डाल रहे हैं और चाहते हैं कि मैं आपको वीकली न्यूज़ लेटर भेजूँ जिसके अंदर मैं लॉ के बारे में और भी अच्छे से बात करती हूँ. तो प्लीज़ अपनी ईमेल आईडी नीचे दिए गए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में एक लिंक है, वहाँ पे जाके अपना ईमेल आईडी ड्रॉप कर दीजिए ताकि जब भी मैं कुछ ऐसा करूँ आपको ईमेल पहुँच जाए और आप वो देख सकें. वो मैं यूट्यूब चैनल पे नहीं डालती हूँ, वो सिर्फ मेरे जिन्होंने न्यूज़ लेटर सब्सक्राइब करा हुआ है उनको भेजती हूँ. आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं जल्द, बाय.